Good afternoon, people. Way, so you've seen by the thumbnail, it's a big one.
It is.
It's a big one, as in big one, and that is as in 900 and whatever mil. I can't remember. No, I think it's 973 mil. So in effect, you've got two cans in one. Now, first thing I'm going to say is obviously you've seen a huge price tag, which like give me the shakes thinking about it. But remember, if you were buying that on merit in New Jersey in the States, you're going to be talking about £25 because obviously there's import duty and obviously Bucket beers. I will put a link in for them in case anyone's interested. And we've just got to make some money as well because if you get stuck with them, you know what I mean. You're not exactly. And obviously, our government made import duty a lot more than what it used to be at the moment. You know, Mr. Trump has his way. God knows how much they cost. They're being three figures, aren't they? So in merit, and it's a big can. So in merit, you're talking of less than £12.50 a can because. Remember, most of the beers, the triple IPAs you're getting here, are only £4.40. That's actually bigger. I did get a bit of insight about it. Hold on, if I did, I sent it to you, didn't I? Or did I send it to? All right, I didn't send it to you. I did send it to you. All right, Troon Brewing are a small takeaway brewery based in New Jersey. Their selection of beers is consistently rotating, so they don't stick around for long. Once it's sold out, it's gone for good. They mainly deal in hoppy ales with the occasional lager, and they pour into 946 millilitre, which is growlers a quart, I believe. They opened in 2015. So yeah, basically every beer they get is a sellout. This is actually called, as I would have said, it will say on there anyway, you don't want to smoke. Now the reason they're choosing this one is obviously this is more Michelle's thing.
Yeah.
9.2% and canned on the 15th of the 4th, 25. So yeah, there's your info. There's your can close up. As you can see, look, it's been out a while, so it's ready to pour. Obviously, I'd never heard of Troon or anything, and then I saw Boo, someone from the group, so a businessman there. Quite a rich businessman, but yeah, he kind of. I saw some of his drinks, and I was very intrigued. Well, when he was sending them via messenger to me. And it is like bucket list beers. It's something you've got to try once, and you can't judge unless you try, don't it? You know, you could say they're overpriced and so on. I get that bit to it, but you know, no one's holding a gun to my head.
Yeah. Let's make this clear. When Paul ordered this, he hadn't told me, and he hadn't told me the price. I probably would have said no at that price. But now it's here. I am really excited about trying this.
Yeah, no, we wanted to, and you kind of like, oh, you're not going to do it. And then I've had them before and on. I've said, I'm tempted to go for that. She's like, oh, don't be silly. I'm like, yeah, sod that. So you don't, do you? But it was the time, wasn't it?
It's here, yeah.
So yeah, it's basically a triple IPA, which you love, and America does, as all of you know, produce some of the finest TIPAs. So we're going to do it in two to make sure we don't miss the bottom.
Yeah.
And if there's a Lord up there, I'm praying. I'll let you open it.
No, go on, you can do the honours.
Because it was really, it's more Michelle's thing. Obviously, she'll describe it in great detail. I'll go, I'll have a ponder, it's a bit citrusy, it's a bit whatever. But I don't know what hops they've used, obviously. They have got a...
Oh, wow, the aroma, just from opening the can. Wow.
Put your nose up to it.
As soon as he popped the top of that can, the aroma just come pouring out.
Look at the colour of it. Look, I'm getting the shakes.
And yeah, that's why I wanted you to pour it.
I've not had a drink today, people. I can assure. Look at that. Hold on, try and show the camera. It would help, wouldn't it? Look at this. Obviously, we can refill them because I've done a proper look at the tiny bubbles. Jesus me.
That does look amazing.
The smell.
Honestly, the aroma that is coming from this is just absolutely superb, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the one we can drink from first. There you go. And we can top it up like the others after. I've got to get a picture of this, that's why I've got my phone out. A bit better head than that. Oh, I am the man, people. Oh, look at that. Because I'll probably only ever have this once.
Yeah.
I mean, oh man, that is, that's deep, isn't it? Right, let's get the camera. Sorry people, do hold with me. I'm old, so I'm a little bit slow. She always tells me as well, I know. Wow, let's get them two. It's alright, you can be in it, don't worry.
No.
Oh, when I get to her.
I ended up in it.
It's proof it's not a fake. Someone might say,
That's quite true.
Right. The hoppiness, the fruit, I don't know, lead the way. Wow. Ooh.
Oh, the tropical fruit that is pouring out of this. You've got all the citrusy notes. Passion fruit is really coming through there as well.
Yeah. But there's, I don't know, there's something so strong. Not just passion fruit, is it? It's like, it's just everything. Jesus.
Definitely getting the hints of like grapefruit and lime and those citrusy notes. Those are really coming through.
Type of thing.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right.
Okay, I'm diving in.
There we go, people. Dun, 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 dun. I should edit my videos. Boo boo. I'm either going to love or hate you in a minute. Don't look at me. I'm not even looking at her to get her. God, I could just sit there doing that. Jesus.
Right, the body of this beer is lovely and silky and smooth and velvety. You've got some carbonation in there, but they're really soft carbonation.
It's like a fruit explosion.
Yeah.
But, Jesus.
Okay. There is so much going on there. Where do I start? Gooseberry, grape, I'm getting in there. Those are coming on through with the dankness and the hoppiness at the end. All your citrus fruits in there. Wow, lime, grapefruit. There's the passion fruit in there. Oh, there is just so much going on with this.
And it's 9.3%. 9.3% ABV. I've heard of some well hidden alcohol, but I want to make sure we get all of the cans in.
The only time I'm picking up on that alcohol in there,
the bite at the end,
is I'm not actually getting it on the palate at all for me.
Oh, I'm getting a little bit at the end.
You've got a really good full body to this, and that I would say is partly due to the alcohol content because it is high in this. But it's that lovely warming feeling I'm getting in my chest as it goes down. Wow.
So booze not blackballed?
Going out and spending that amount of money on a beer for me is like, do you want me out the way for this one?
I'll do what you like, I don't mind. We want to be in a picture there, look. Proud moment. I'll just do one up, right. She's grinning like she's
there we go.
It's a lot of money, yeah, I get that. But Jesus,
you've got that wonderful fruit explosion, all those flavours I was talking about. Then you've got this dank, piney hoppiness that follows afterwards. Then you're left with a kind of dry grapefruity taste.
Yes,
with a hint of grape. It's like there is just so much going on your palate. And all these flavours that they're blending so well together, but you're trying to pick them out individually to actually describe what they are. Yeah.
It's like I say, it's a total fruit explosion. And when I say a total fruit explosion, I've got to stand up, and I'm no expert on anything. There's a lot of, wheat beer's more my thing, pilsners.
It's really thick and full-bodied, isn't it?
It's very, very thick. But you are just getting, every time it's rolling around your mouth, you're getting something else. And you're like, well, hold on. And as I'm going to say something, I'm thinking, oh, no, hold on. And there's just so much more.
You're getting that kind of dry feeling from it as well. Like you would from a dry white wine or something like that. I think that's maybe because of the grapefruit, because it's giving it quite a dry finish, isn't it?
The grapey thing, she does have a point, it borders on, as I sound crazy to say, but it borders on, you hit the nail on the head, of what I was looking for there. I mean, I've still not found what I'm looking for, but as you too, you never do you? But it does border on, and like, a crazy wine, like a really expensive Sauvignon Blanc or something, but it's got more to it than a wine, if you see what I mean. Because
because it's thicker in body, isn't it?
Yeah, it's thicker in body, but But it's like, you know, if someone said there was grapes used in there, I would say, yeah. Obviously, that's one of the hops. I get that. That's why we need someone like Rob. Someone like Rob or Scott. Scott knows these. You know, Rob, Scott, they would be better. I don't know about Bazza and Sups. A bit much. But, as I say...
It's all those flavours, and you just stand there and you want to take them all in. It is such an explosion of different flavours in your mouth.
But it does, and it leaves you that aftertaste.
Yeah.
Like when you're drinking wine.
Yeah.
You do feel a little bit of the warmth. Well, I am, but I know Michelle said she wasn't. As it's
I'm
going
feeling
down,
it kind of in my chest.
Yeah.
Rather than on the
Yeah.
palate.
but as it's going
Because it
down,
feels so smooth and silky in your mouth, on the
lovely.
mouthfeel. But the warmth is coming as it goes down. You can feel that warming kind of feeling in your chest.
I'll tell you what. This is one of them that I wouldn't get bored after one here. But I tell you what, 3 or 4 of them, I mean, you're potless. You know? Jesus.
Yeah,
what a
and
night out, though.
I think you'd be quite drunk as well, because 9.2 is...
9.3, yeah. 9.3, yeah.
Is that what it says? I thought it says 9.2 on the can there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, it does on the can. I'm sure it said 9.3, but you might be right. I don't know. It don't make much.
I'm just reading what is written there on the can. Who knows? You could tell it's got that higher alcohol. you some of these and you get quite
sometimes,
drunk.
yeah. But sometimes some of the triple IPAs, they've had that horrible, harsh bite when it goes down.
I think that when you've got the higher ABV beers and they have got that harshness on the palate, it doesn't make for a nice drinking experience. I like that to come through in the body of the beer, and that's what's happening with this. You're getting the warmth as it's going down. There's no harshness there's no sort of alcohol burn to this on the palate at all.
To be honest, this is different gravy. Now I see where Boo Boo was coming from. It was a situation of it was the last one. He was going to buy it or I was going to buy it. And I was actually laid upstairs. We were having a night off the beer.
Yeah.
And I sort of looked at her and she was reading her phone. And I remember the minute and I'm thinking, oh, I'm just going to click it, let it go to my
Yeah,
car.
he didn't even tell me. I told him not to spend that money.
It was more for you. And we both wanted to try it, you know.
I'm really glad that you've got it. Obviously, the price
It's
is
a
a
one-off.
factor.
Yeah.
It's a one-off or something you buy for a special
If I was
occasion
in New
or
Jersey
something.
at £25 for a can, mate,
Yeah,
I'd be
be bringing a
stocking right
suitcase.
up on them. Yeah, the 75 is different level. I get that, but as I say, you do get charged a lot of import duty on, especially higher ABV things like this. As a lot of people know, hence why loads of people reduce things and do it all themselves here. But I would put myself out there and say that is by far the best triple IPA I've had in my life.
It is so complex. There are so many great
it's way
flavours.
too much.
And
for me.
all those flavours working so well together. The piney, dank hoppiness in there that is giving you a lovely balance to all that burst of fruit.
But the flavour
dryness that you get on the end of it, that's really good.
Which is like a
grapefruit
wine.
notes, yeah.
It's like now, even when you're not sipping it for ages,
You've got these flavours in your mouth, and it makes you want to go back and go and have a little bit more.
Yeah, I know. Why don't I pour them in 2 glasses? People, not as stupid as I look. You know, yeah, as I say, I get back to the price. £75. Is any beer worth that? You could say probably not, but then if you don't try things, you're never going to try it.
Yeah.
I
actually do feel very privileged to
Yeah, I do.
have tried this.
That's over half my YouTube earnings. in one beer.
If you'd have asked me, I would have said no.
Yeah, no,
do
that's
not
what I didn't
spend
ask.
it.
But she weren't cross when I did say, look what I brought for
Yeah,
you.
because then the excitement kind of gets to kick in.
Yeah, we saw booze
and I
a few
think,
times.
oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to get to try this.
It weren't when he was sending me the pictures. You know, he's like, look, you've got to try this Troon beer, something different for your channel, even. And I was like, oh. And when he said the price, I thought he's joking me up here, and he's winding me up. But it looked lovely. It looked like that in the pictures when he sent me on Messenger a few times. He's been fortunate enough to try it, and it wasn't that I was jealous. I was kind of like thinking, he's off his rocker, and he's got more money than
But
sense.
it really intrigues you.
But it does.
As
It
to the
gets you
taste.
thinking.
I mean, our beer journey has been
not
such.
bad,
We've tried amazing beers.
at
We've
that.
tried rubbish beers. Our beer journey has taken us to different parts of the world. It is such a good journey in both respects to be able to try so many different things. And this really is up there as one of the best that I've tasted.
I think, I don't know.
For this style of beer.
And I'm warm now because I've had a bit, and there's a warmth keeping me in it. But all the time, as I said, when you were talking, I'm trying not to keep sipping mine because I'm looking at hers and looking at mine. Because obviously we have a chat afterwards and when we finish them up and everything. And, you know, there's been times before when we've changed our mind and you've already put that review out there and you're like, but
not changed my mind.
It's never going to happen. I mean, as I say, look, again.
These style of beers sometimes can be quite samey.
Yeah.
One brand to another, one brewery to another.
I've said that before, the hazy IPAs.
This is in a league of its own. It really is. The texture, the feel of the beer in your mouth, the body of it.
Look what's gone in there.
The complexity of all those tastes that are all coming together.
Which is all money. Yeah. That's not been a cheapie. It's not been like a Pilsner.
I think the price does reflect the fact that really, really good quality ingredients, hops, everything has been used in this. That obviously is going to be reflected in the price.
That's what I mean. When you talk about someone like Rob, now Rob would sit here now and pick out the hops.
Hops, yeah.
I know it's got, you know, that one and that one and that one. I'm not even going to go into them, and I'll get it wrong. And obviously, the lads at what do you call it? And I will put a link in for them.
Have they got any of them listed on there? No, they haven't.
That one now.
I can't pick them out through the taste. There are some hops that I know of, and I know the taste profile of them and such and so forth. I'll probably go on some kind of New Zealand hop in this. New Zealand hops are high,
bucket
good
list beers,
quality.
they're called, as I say. And this is, Troon Brewing. You don't want to smoke triple New England hazy IPA, 946ml. I couldn't tell you anything else about it. We have got another one from Brunjo's Brewing to do as well, which is an Imperial double New England hazy IPA. Obviously, I wasn't going to do two beers together. That was only £20.
With this style of beer, you have it on a clean palate. You really indulge your palate with those flavours, and you have to do that clean without having anything else to drink.
And obviously, as you can see, that's.
Oh yeah, don't miss that bit.
As you can see, it's totally warm now, the can. And I just think.
Yeah, you've got the temperature of that just right.
I think this is just improving and improving. You know, I said about its zestiness. There's even like peach or apricot or something in there that, as I say, when you roll around your mouth, you're like, what am I tasting? Like I say, from opening the can, from here.
There's even some gooseberry.
Could be.
There's a little bit of gooseberry.
I don't know. I'm not the brewer. Only the brewer could look at that and say, well, they got that wrong or they got that.
There's a little bit something like Parma Violet in there as well. It's trying to pick out and actually put into words what you were tasting when there was just so much going on in there.
And the 9.3 is, as we said earlier, it's absent without leave there, isn't it? It's like...
I am really picking up on the grape at the end. The aftertaste was left in my mouth. You've got the dank hoppiness, then you get that dryness, and then the grape kind of just sits there on your palate.
It is like we were talking about earlier. It's like having a decent Sauvignon Blanc or something. To that respect, but it's better than them. It's better than them because one, obviously, it's thick. I mean, look at your lacing on yours.
Yeah.
Absolutely to die for that.
It is.
I've got a bit.
Oh, I'm glad you did that. Cheers and thank you, Paul.
Oh right, did you do that?
It's not usual that I'm that, but I'm really taking that. It's very very good. Yes, it was very pricey, but I do feel privileged to have tried it.
We've had it sat in the fridge a few days now. Not so much myself, but Michelle has a habit of beers that are left in the fridge to review, of getting very drunk and thinking, I'll have one of them. And it panicked me. I've done it a few times, nowhere near as much as her, that's to say. But do you know, like if you wake up in the morning, oh, there's someone at the door.
No, it's just the wind.
That's just the wind. You wake up in the morning and that's gone.
Gone.
And you're like,
and you've been like, oh my God, I drank it.
And that was the last one in the UK. You know, this is sold out.
That's it. You can't. Yeah.
It won't be repeated. You know, and obviously it's great because we've got a lot of American subscribers as well.
Yeah.
And they can easily access this place. You know, obviously we can't, but you know, this is one for you.
Yeah. Yeah, to our American friends, you know, this brewery if this is an indication of the beers that they brew,
Really.
really look out for them, because that for me is top.
If you're talking 25 quid in New Jersey, you would take their hands off for it. As
definitely.
I say, £75 is a lot. So we could go there, this, that, and so on. You're not getting anywhere, are you, with it? For me, one, I'm glad I did it. I still blame Boo, but it's worth it. The whole experience.
The whole experience of being able to try it.
Yeah, I'm not going to go buying
definitely.
that again. You know.
You can afford to keep paying that, could you?
Of course I can, obviously. I'm not boo-boo, am I? But I've come as far as I can with a lot of things on the channel now, and I'm running out of things to do because I don't care about the views and that, but I don't see any point because it goes down with a lot of them, and you just put out stuff for the sake of it. I think I'll be concentrating mainly on perfect draft ones, on face-offs, things through the physics.
It will be things that kind of pique our interest, won't it? If we spot something where we're out and about, or if we're abroad and there's something different and we want to talk about it.
It'll be more lives and shorts and things, but you know, we've kind of. But there's a few. I've still got a few on the computer to share and everything, like the Stella face-off, a couple of other different ones with the machines.
The stuff with the Stella is actually really interesting.
And we've got to do a bit more of that. But
what we're doing, I'm quite looking forward to doing.
We're pretty done, aren't we? But obviously we're going to try and go away, and then we're moving soon, and there'll be more out and about things. And you know, we're going to try and do more vlogs from holidays, and if we can go on them, innit? Depending on what happens when Neil was there. But the idea is, rather than like others where they edit their videos, we're going to do it raw and live.
Yeah. You never know what's going to happen.
Especially
and you'll see it all.
We've had a few,
and you'll see it all.
But at least we're real, mate. You know, and that, I think, is worth it. So, what can I say?
This, for me, it has to get a rating. There's only going to be one rating. It's a 10 out of 10.
It's got to be a 10, isn't it? It pains me, boo-boo, to say this.
But it is great.
He'd probably want a commission for finding it now. Shh, don't give him any idea.
Don't.
Yeah, no. You've got to put the 75 quid to bed and say, that's life. You're in England. Rate it on what it is, and it is absolutely fantastic. As I say, I still taste it now, all this talking.
And the flavours that you're left with on your palate are just amazing.
And unreal, as I say. What can I say? I think we have outstayed our welcome.
Yeah, we have.
If anyone listens to the end, what can I say? Big Ange got sacked yesterday. Big Ange, big fraud, but he brought us a trophy. So I'm still mixed emotions.
Mixed emotions, definitely.
Right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for
See you next time.
Bonjour.